Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The public prosecution confirms the completion of more than 98% of the total 55,164 cases during the past year. The 5th Fiber Connect Council Middle East and North Africa Conference held in Muscat explores the development of fiber optic infrastructure supported by artificial intelligence technologies. And the Sultanate of Oman signs a memorandum of understanding with the Saudi Fund for Development to finance the establishment of the Thamreit Industrial City project. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. The public prosecution has disclosed that the total caseload received over the past year 2025 amounted to more than 55,000 cases, marking a 19% increase from the preceding year. More in the following report.
During its annual conference held at the Oman Convention and Exhibition Centre, the public prosecution presented a comprehensive overview of key statistics and performance indicators for the year 2025. It reaffirmed in this conference that the number of felonies rose by 13.7% and the number of misdemeanors by 19.6%. These cases were distributed as follows: 52,553 misdemeanors, 2,593 felonies, and 18 other cases including violations, administrative complaints, and incidents with a completion rate of 98.4%. The public prosecution indicated that the number of defendants registered in cases during 2025 reached 73,391, an increase of 24.7% compared to 2024. Males comprised 89.2% of these defendants, juveniles 1.6%, and foreign nationals 47.5%. The public prosecution stated that Muscat Governorate had the highest number of cases received, totaling 23,748, followed by North Al Batina Governorate with 10,744 cases, and then Dhofar Governorate with 6,179. The public prosecution's own electronic services portal submitted 3,996 reports, and the Consumer Protection Authority filed 2,719 reports. The data highlighted that violations of the labor law constituted the most frequent offence, with 22,309 recorded crimes. This was followed by check fraud crimes at 10,482 and breaches of the foreigner's residence law at 9,493 crimes. It also processed 54,276 cases received through electronic channels, a 19.2% increase from 2024, and achieved an 82% score on the Government Digital Transformation Index, reflecting a 3% year-on-year improvement. The public prosecutor disclosed that money laundering cases recorded last year totaled 293, highlighting a persistent rise in fraud-related offences despite ongoing public warnings.
The activities of the 5th Fiber Connect Council Middle East and North Africa Conference began in Muscat, highlighting the optimal pathways for developing next-generation fiber optic networks and enhancing their integration with modern technologies and data centers. It also reviews flexible regulatory frameworks and facilitates the exchange of global best practices that stimulate investment. The two-day conference witnesses broad regional and international participation through specialized sessions and accompanying exhibition featuring a distinguished group of technology solution providers. It also showcases AI-powered network management system and smart solutions that support the region's readiness for the requirement of the digital economy and future applications. Oman Expo, an international forum, commenced today in Muscat, organized by the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The event features a broad participation for government entities as well as local, regional and international companies. The opening ceremony was held under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Faisal bin Turki Al Saeed. More details in the coming report.
In a move aimed at strengthening investment and expanding economic and commercial partnerships, as well as opening new horizons for the exchange of ideas and expertise, the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry organized the Oman International Exhibition and Forum, with the Republic of Turkey participating as the guest of honor.
It is a great opportunity to showcase the participation of businesses in Oman, and the guest of honor in this forum, as everybody knows, is Turkey. And Turkey is very well known for their manufacturing and industrial capabilities and services. So it is a great opportunity, and also the forum here, which is unique, it also has an exhibition, also part of it, where the business people can meet with each other and explore more investment opportunity.
The exhibition and forum focused on a range of key sectors, including trade and investment, industry, energy and mining, tourism and heritage, technology and innovation, as well as services and transport, education and health, youth and sports, and the agricultural and fisheries sectors.
Now we have around $1 billion trade each other. So our target, according to His Excellency Erdogan, Recep Tayyip Erdogan visit here, and also after His Majesty visit in Ankara. So they gave this mission to us to increase our trade from 1 billion to 5 billion. So we are all working on this. Inshallah, we will get good success. Inshallah, more tourist visitors come to Oman. Inshallah, more visitors come from Oman to Turkey.
The forum also witnessed the signing of 2 cooperation agreements between Omani and Turkish companies in the fields of medical services and information technology, in addition to specialized investment events, workshops, and bilateral meetings between officials and business leaders, alongside an accompanying exhibition showcasing Omani, Turkish, and international products and services.
The Ministry of Finance and the Saudi Fund for Development, SFD, signed a Memorandum of Understanding today in Muscat to finance the construction of the Thamreit Industrial City project. The project aims to develop the industrial, logistical, developmental and social sectors in the Dhofar Governorate by establishing an integrated industrial city equipped with comprehensive infrastructure services in the wilaya of Thamreit, while supporting and encouraging the private sector to contribute to the economic development of the Sultanate of Oman. The project encompasses the implementation and outfitting of administrative buildings, public services and facilities, as well as infrastructure works, roads, electrical installations, and the water network. It also includes the construction of 2 sewage treatment plants and essential city utilities, in addition to the provision of engineering consultancy services for the project. The memorandum was signed on behalf of the government of the Sultanate of Oman by His Excellency Sultan bin Salim Al Habsi, Minister of Finance, and on behalf of the Saudi side by His Excellency Sultan bin Abdurrahman Al Murshid, CEO of the Saudi Fund for Development. Still to come in our news bulletin. Al-Shabaniya celebrations in Sur reflect heritage, unity, and the joy of tradition before Ramadan. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The project's Tenders and Local Content Authority confirms that its operations witnessed significant activity during 2025, reflecting the continuous pace of development and strengthening infrastructure and implementation developmental projects across various governorates. These efforts align with the objectives of Oman Vision 2040 regarding public spending efficiency and optimal allocations of financial resources. According to the data, and the value of tenders issued in 2025 reached approximately 1.703 billion Omani riyals compared to about 811.3 million riyals in 2024, representing an increase of more than 891.9 million riyals. The number of tenders awarded during 2025 reached 98 compared to 100 tenders in 2024, a minor decrease of approximately 2%. The project Tenders and Local Content Authority emphasized that the indicators recorded during 2025 reflect the scale of ongoing development in strengthening infrastructure and achieving economic diversification goals through introduction of strategic projects with high added value, expanding the base of comprehensive and transparency, and enhancing the efficiency of public spending. With a total cost of about 270 million Omani riyals, the GCC Interconnection Authority announced the commencement of the direct electricity interconnecting project between the network and the network in the Sultanate of Oman. Here's a report.
In a strategic step reflecting Gulf integration in the energy sector and enhancing regional infrastructure, the GCC Interconnection Authority announced the commencement of a direct electricity interconnection project between its network and the network in the Sultanate of Oman. The total cost of this project is approximately 270 million Omani riyals.
The project is a key milestone in building an integrated energy system with the GCC country, between the GCC countries. It will increase our connectivity in the Sultanate of Oman with the GCC interconnect, which allows us to transfer and receive 1.6 gigawatt of electricity. That is going to be through the link for 400 kilovolt. It is very important for both sides, the GCC and the Sultanate of Oman.
The project includes the construction of 2 electrical lines with a voltage of 400 kilovolts, spanning nearly 230 kilometers, connecting a Salah station belonging to the GCC Interconnection Authority in the United Arab Emirates, with the Ibri station that will be built by the authority in the Sultanate of Oman. Additionally, the project involves the establishment of 2 main transmission stations with a voltage of 400 kilovolts in both Ibri and Al Baynuna, equipped with the latest protection, control and communication systems according to best global practices. The project also includes the construction of dynamic reactive power compensation stations, providing a total capacity of up to 1,600 megawatts.
We have announced the start of the direct connection with the Sultanate of Oman, the 400 kV interconnection, which will elevate the capacity of interconnection of the Sultanate to more than 1,600 megawatts. The project is expected to be completed before the end of 2027. The project will involve building 530 kilometers of 400 kV overhead lines, in addition to 2 400 kV substations in Oman and in United Arab Emirates.
We studied the project and we saw that it's really important, and it's in alignment with the vision of Sultanate of Oman 2040, where to finance such a project on the renewable energies and the clean energy. as well to enhance the relationship between the GCC countries by supporting each other countries with the emergency requirement of power.
The Gulf Electricity Interconnection Project will enhance the Sultanate of Oman's ability to exchange energy efficiently and flexibly, as well as support the reliability of electricity networks, especially during emergencies. It will also facilitate the integration of renewable and new energy sources into Gulf networks, achieving significant economic and operational savings.
The completion rate of Musandam Center for Culture and Innovation has reached over 98%. The project stands out as a unique initiative, reflecting a clear commitment to investing in people and knowledge. The implementation of the center is supervised by the Office of the Governor of Musandam in cooperation with OQ Group within the framework of their partnership to support sustainable development as well as to create an environment that encourages innovation and knowledge in the governorate. It is worth noting that the project is worth over 2 million Omani riyals and is considered an addition to the existing development project within the governorate of Musandam. As part of the winter activities in the wilaya of Bahla in Al-Dakhliya Governorate, the Salute and Bisya Visitor Center hosted a Salute Heritage Race with wide participation from various segments of society. The event combines the spirit of challenge with the unique character of the location, offering an experience that reflects the utilization of historical sites in high-quality activities with tourism, cultural and sporting dimensions. Over 1,100 competitors took part in the race that included various categories including 1, 3, 5 and 10 kilometers off-road races. The third Samail Economic Forum began today at Samail Industrial City, focusing on the role of local content in supporting economic diversification and creating employment opportunities. The opening ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Qais bin Mohammed Al Yusuf, President of the Public Authority for Special Economic Zones and Free Zones. Here's more on this report.
The Wilaya of Samail continues to register steady economic progress, reflected in expanding industrial activity, growing local enterprises, and increased engagement from investors. Within this evolving environment, the third Samail Economic Forum was held at Samail Industrial City to examine how local content can further support economic diversification and contribute to sustainable employment.
Let's bring the word sustainability, putting that and attaching it to local content. That is my objective. And sustainability is providing needed services indefinitely. The world needs some services. We need to be a providing nation to be able to help our economy grow. What's the best thing that we can provide? Is our skills. We have merchant skills, we have local skills, we have touristic skills, we have food skills. We are a unique nation of history of over 5,000 years. Pinch happens to be an app that shows you locations in Oman, specifically traditional, heritage, historical, culinary, whatever theme you're looking for. We have about 400 pins from forts to lakes that you are able to.
The forum brought government officials, private sector representatives, investors, and entrepreneurs to reflect on the foundations of local content. Dialogue sessions focused on local and service procurement, the empowerment of national human resources, and investment built on domestic capacity.
Apex Packaging is based in Samail Industrial Area or Industrial City. We are specialized in manufacturing corrugated carton boxes, which has been known. We've been here since 5 years almost. We have ability to produce almost 40 tons per day. We have more than 250 customers in Oman, starting from Salala up to Boremi.
We're based in Samail Industrial City. We are manufacture electrical panel. We have big factory in Samail Industrial City. We manufacture all the panel from the scratch, from the raw material up to final project like to see there.
An industrial and investment exhibition highlighted locally developed products and initiatives, reinforcing that local content remains a foundational element in building resilient industries and supporting sustainable economic growth. The forum reflected a wider economic journey where local content connects community with investment and development with lasting national value. Reporting from Somalia Industrial City, this is Saleh Bukhalfan al-Rahbi, الداخلية, Governorate.
In the wilaya of Sur, where heritage meets morning light, children prepare in the traditional Suri attire as families mark Al-Sha'baniyya, a tradition passed down through generations in mid-Sha'ban. Excitement fills the old alleys of the boys and girls dressed in traditional clothing celebrate the occasion. Al-Sha'baniyya is one of Sur's cherished social traditions, revived each year ahead of Ramadan, reinforcing the values of unity, solidarity, and community bonding. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The public prosecution confirms the completion of more than 98% of the total 55,164 cases during the past year. The 5th Fiber Connect Council Middle East and North Africa Conference held in Muscat explores development and fiber optic infrastructure supported by artificial intelligence technologies. And the Sultanate of Oman signs a memorandum of understanding with the Saudi Fund for Development and Finance and the establishment of the Thamreit Industrial City project. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night and stay safe.